We just got through playing the short game of Quest for Gaia here at the Con on the Cob.
Con on the Cob!
Con on the Cob!
That's what you have to say every time.
That's it, that's the yell. So, you guys go ahead and tell me, what was the game sort of like?
Like a big, it felt like kind of a more condensed, like big solar strategy game.
It's like Civilization condensed into a portion of the galaxy. It's similar to a game I played called Scythe, with resource management, action management, and it's very much a thinking game.
In that vein, I would say that immediately what I think is what makes it a bit better than Scythe, that it seems it's inside it can be possible to get like this huge victory if you got a good thing going. That's much harder here. Appears to be, at least. Maybe we just weren't good enough to figure out the way.
So let me show everybody, time out before you talk, let me show everybody the state of the game. So the game ended after somebody reached 14 points. That marked the last round. And this is where players were as they vied for political diplomatic control, and as they explored and expanded their way to dominating the universe. Yeah, go ahead.
I just want to say we each had a different strategy, and we're all still within a few points of each other at the end.
Yeah, we thought purple was way behind, and
Yeah.
it kind of
I know.
blindsided me when I voted for him.
The one that we thought wasn't as good won in the end.
Yeah, that was a good match.
I liked it, yeah, like you
Honestly,
said, there's a lot of
Look at purple, did nothing in
Here's
space.
the thing, even if I would have voted for you, it still would have been like really even closer because we're 2 points ahead. So even if I
There
did
might
vote
have been
for you,
another
it would've
round,
been-
and that could have changed everything.
It could have been.
Yeah.
But yeah, everyone I felt like went for a different strategy. Like I just went straight. Like I have no cubes on the board. I just went science, and it worked for me.
So this is all your first game of playing Quest for Gaia, right? So what about your second game? What would you do? Would you do something different?
I would use my power more. I didn't utilize it at all, and then I could just buy a point right off the bat, and I realized there's a lot of things I could have done with that.
I would change my initial race bonuses so that way I had something I could use a little bit more, because there was some I didn't. And now that I know what certain resources are, they're very important.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like generally a very good idea to actually try to shut the hell up in these type of games.
Stay quiet, stay under the radar.
And not be too aggressive too soon. You have to learn when to make your move, really.
I was aggressive, but I didn't know the proper way to get points when attacking. Had I known that earlier, I would have been taking a point here and there a lot earlier. I would have been more aggressive rather than being like, all right, I need to get to the constellations, but Gaia helped me so
I
much.
was gonna say Gaia was really strong, so it's kind of worth it to just go off and explore. That's true. You did go for like a warfare strategy, but it was honestly like more expansion, exploration, and then kind of dominate.
Yeah, and I definitely liked it. I underutilized it. But part of that was that I also decided to have a bit fun with it, knowing it would be my first game. I decided to make a race where partly I wanted to pick my powers. Of course, I did try to make it actually good powers, but I also wanted to make sure that, hey, this sort of makes sense for that race in a story context.
Well, help people understand. What race did you build? Can we just describe them real quick?
Yeah, so here's the thing. In addition to, first I will tell this, in addition to having the normal races with their powers and drawbacks that you can get, this game actually allows you to build your own from scratch, leading to endless possibilities of what you can do. But
Are you
it's
selling
still,
it for me?
It's not a too
It's a
big
fun
list,
game.
and it took us about
It sells itself.
it took us about 7 or 8 minutes to actually make our own races, and it's sort of that makes you a bit more invested in the races. And as for my race, I created the Bistronians, which
Yeah.
also known as the Ramses by some races. And they are basically the chefs of the universe, which I took technology that meant that I would always have food and never having to supply planets and so on. And basically I sold food to the galaxy to get all the money and thus rule the galaxy through my culinary skills. And I wanted to go to Gaia because ancient recipes were rumored to still be hidden down below on that planet.
A lot of whimsy in this race. So let's go over to what was your race?
So I made the Geomatrix. I was focusing on expanding my reach to all the different resources and just having a guy there to make it harder to attack me, because I built very defensive in my expansion. If I got there first, I was hard to remove off. And then late game, I went aggro. I could reset this game and build a new race in under 5 minutes and be ready to play again and have a completely different game.
Cool. And what was your race?
Okay, so as you can see, I was changing my mind a lot. So I was the privileged explorers. The one power or the one racial equality I did use a lot was when I landed on like a star constellation, I just got it immediately. So that's kind of how I got a few points in this game. And then wealthy, just got some money. And then the power that I underutilized, which if I played again, I would totally use this more often, is using a major action and getting to pick a couple Covenant cards, and then I get to choose. So they have colors for each player, but I would get to choose who to do it to. And so the one time I did that, I got multiple
3
points
points.
out
Yeah,
of
it was
it.
about
So yeah, it was great.
And just she said she only got a few points.
He was in second.
That's her in second place. She's green.
Yeah, I put together Space Walmart, and really they're just about
Show it up close. Space Walmart.
Space Walmart, nothing fancy. Just I'm all in on the money and building extra fighters. It was nice to just have extra fighters kind of sitting on my homeworld. I feel like the only thing I'd really change here, I mean, I really kind of like what I was doing, is just doubling down on the market. I feel like would have made me much more cash.
Play into your strengths.
Yeah,
More
and I
crystals.
could have bought more crystals. I didn't realize how powerful they were.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I would have had more stuff in the market, I would have been able to buy more metal for more Walmart brand torpedoes. And it would have been great value.
Great value.
So I think the gist of it is that every round, once you've learned the game, you will sort of have an idea of who is going to get how many points in that round, and that will since you start off by voting for leaders and so on, and whoever is chosen as the leader and gets this leader ring, Don Mafioso Bosso style. You can all kiss the ring now. Because this one gets 2 points as soon as they get it, and therefore you want to give it to someone who doesn't have a lot of points and that you can also see on the board itself will not get a lot of points, at least in that round.
And blocking you.
Yeah, exactly. So that is actually how I won, because he didn't think I was going to get many points, so he voted for me to get leader, and I voted for myself. There's a voting system. I won't go into exactly how that works. But basically, I ended up leader, getting 2 points, and I immediately took 3 more points, and that killed the game.
Yeah, I was way more afraid of...
Yeah, he got that early lead. Then everybody else tried to catch up at that last second. They were all around here, and they were like, nah.
And then I also just put all my chickens in one egg, which is just gave me an extra point to...
Yes.
Have
So
that
just so you know,
buffer.
the space bistronians,
Yes.
they went into technology a lot. So did yellow. So purple and yellow into having attack.
Yeah, the tech was the good play. I really liked it. Honestly, I didn't expand at all. I just kind of kept to my own corner of the galaxy and teched up and made money on the market, and it worked really well.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys for playing, and I appreciate you guys talking about the game. This is their first game, and I'm Josh Fry signing out. Thank you guys.